guys, what's up? It's your girl Zionic, and welcome back to another video. So, as you can see, I'm filming the same background today. The reason being, like I said, normally I'd be filming in here, but the lighting's better here at the moment, so I'm just going to roll with it. So that's what's going on right now. So I am filming out here once again, but I'll film in there soon. But right now I'm filming it here. Anyway, that's besides the point. So today I am starting my first video of the Back to School series on my channel. Now, this series is really gonna only have like 3 or 4 videos. I'm not gonna do a bunch on it because I'm really late. It's September 2nd today. But I decided to start out my Back to School series by doing something that helps people and really helps everyone, and stuff like that. So this video is really towards grade 9s or people who were homeschooled and are now just going to a high school. It's a tip video about what to expect in high school kind of thing. Now I'm going to grade 10 this year, so pretty much I'm going to kind of explain to you my experience with grade 9 and being a freshman, and I'm going to tell you some of the things that I wish other people would have told me. So yeah, here we go. I don't have anything written down. I'm just gonna go with the flow, winging it. So here we go. So the first thing I need to tell you, if you're going to a Catholic high school, you're most likely gonna have uniform. And if you have uniform, do not wear your kilt, which is your skirt. Do not wear your kilt on like the first week. Here's a tip. Orientation day, if your grade 12s, because grade 12s posted ours, if your grade 12s are anything like mine were, they're not going to show you anything. They're just going to fool around. So, a good tip, and this is what I do for grade 9, and I'm going to do this every single year, is go to school about 30 minutes to an hour earlier. Okay, you don't have to do an hour. I did an hour because I wanted to make sure I knew where stuff was, because my biggest fear was being late for class, which I wasn't, because I made sure I wasn't going to be late for class. But that was my biggest fear of all time. So, my biggest tip for you for the beginning, first day, go with someone, go with a friend, and, or by yourself, doesn't matter, but, be there like 30 minutes early. That way you can, tour the school by yourself, figure out what your locker is, okay? Be able to open your locker, figure out where your classrooms are, kind of scan out in your mind where you have to go from, like, where to where kind of thing, how to get back to your locker the quickest, figure that kind of stuff out, and then I can guarantee you that you will be on your way and set, and you will have a good first day because you're going to know what you're doing. Anyway, if you wore the kilt on the first week, you're pretty much known as the school. How do I put this nicely? The school. You're just known as something bad, okay? You probably know what I'm getting. You're known as a girl who loved male attention. I don't want to say it. It's a mean word. I'm not saying it. So, don't wear your kilt on the first week if that's how your school is. Ask friends who know about the school, or ask people who are like a year older than you, or if you have brothers, or if you have like sisters or brothers, because I don't know if boys have this, but if you have an older sibling that goes, ask them about it. Third tip, I needed this really, really badly. Get to school a little bit early every day, okay? Like, if you take a bus, great, you'll already get there kind of early, but if you walk, leave earlier, okay? Make sure that you got at least 10 minutes before your first class. Because I remember I did not do that. That was not me, okay? I got there when the bell rang and I was running to class. That was me. That was me. So, make sure when you're going to class, be a little bit early, because most classes don't allow you to bring your bag around, and when you don't have enough time to run up to your locker, just make sure you're there like 10 minutes earlier so you can get your books that you need. Also, another thing I can say is, do not be scared of being late to class. Everyone has an idea. don't be afraid, because my friends, they went in late and they were like kind of awkward, but then the teacher's like, oh my god, that's okay, you got lost, okay, but that only works for so long. So make sure, like, you start getting to know where you're going, because that only lasts a few weeks. That doesn't last, the whole school year. Like, by, I would say, 2.5 weeks, you should be able to memorize what you're doing. You should be able to get into the groove. So just make sure of that. But if you are late the first day, second day, third day, first week, it doesn't really matter. They're just gonna be like, oh, you got lost, that's okay, because they know you've never been to school. Why would they expect you not to be late to a class or get lost or mix up a class and go into the wrong class? Why would they not expect that? You know what I mean? You're in a totally new building. So if you're starting high school, like, I was so afraid to be late. Do not be afraid. Also, if you were in uniform, do not, and I mean do not, try to wear non-uniform stuff, okay? Like, don't try to wear khakis. Okay, boys, don't try to wear khakis that aren't uniform khakis, because let me tell you, they'll search you, okay? They'll look for the tag, because your tag will always have the place where you get it. So, just make sure, like, please, you guys, make sure you're not trying to switch, because they know, I don't know how, but they know what is uniform, what is not uniform. They know all of this. One time I was actually wearing uniform. It was pants, and it was weird, because these pants, I got them from the place where you get the uniform, but they didn't really look like the uniform pants. Like, they were different, and one of my teachers started hinting it on, like, make sure that you're in uniform, and she kept looking at me, and I was like, I'm in uniform. So I was like, hey, whatever, like, I just thought maybe it's coincidental, and she did it again and again and again, till finally she pulled me aside and she's like, let me check your tag. And I was like, what? She's like, let me check your tag on your pants, I don't think you're wearing uniform. And I'm like, okay. And she checked my tag, and it did say where it was from. She's like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, it's just those pants don't look like uniform. And I'm like, okay, yeah, but they are. So that's another thing. Don't try to get away with it, because they know, and they will call you out on it. I also had a supply teacher call me out on it, and I'm like, how do you even know? And it was the same pair of pants, by the way. Also, this one everyone tells you, but it's true. You're going to lose your elementary friends, okay? It's going to happen. You're gonna lose them one way or another. I lost mine a terrible way, but it's gonna happen. So please, you guys, do not rely on your elementary friends, okay? Because they're not gonna always be there for you. They're gonna find their own groups, and you might not fit in with the group that they fit in with, which was kind of what happened to me. So they're gonna go with a group that you don't feel comfortable in, and that you don't want to be in, because you're not like them. Don't rely on them, because that's going to happen. They're going to find their own group that they can rely on, because they're more like them, and you might not be. So just don't rely on them. Go find your own group, okay? Like, make sure you find your own group. And that doesn't mean, like, say, okay, like, bye elementary friends. Don't do that. Like, you try to pull your elementary friends with you. Like, hey, come try this group. Like, but even if you have your own group of elementary friends, I saw this with my elementary schoolmates that I used to go to school with. There was like this one group of, like, I don't know, 6 kids. They each and every single one of them found their own group. They started breaking away one at a time through the school year, and I saw it. And by the end of grade 9, not one of them were hanging out with each other. They still talked, but they weren't hanging out anymore. They had their own groups. So don't rely on your school friends. And if you do last, props to you, because that's really hard to do. You're not trying to tell you, oh, you're not gonna last. You're 100% not gonna last. That's not what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is, don't rely on them. Anyway, that's it. That was my high school tips for you. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I love you guys all. This is Zionic signing out. And I hope to see you guys all in the next video. Mwah. Bye.